This video tutorial focuses on the mathematical strand of measurement, and more specifically we look at composite area.
So what is a composite area? Well, essentially a composite area is an area of a shape that is made up of two or more standard shapes or regular shapes. So for example, the area of the following shapes are composite. And to show you how they are, we can do this. There's a rectangle, which is a regular shape, and there is a triangle, which is a regular shape. So this shape here is actually a combination of a rectangle and a triangle. So two regular shapes that join together to make an irregular shape. In our second example, we have one big rectangle and we have a smaller rectangle that's been taken away. So that makes that a composite shape because we have two regular shapes, one big rectangle and one small rectangle. And so how do we calculate the area of composite shapes? Well, essentially, there's two ways you can do it. We can break the larger shape up into its smaller basic shapes and then add the areas of each basic shape. And an example of that would be this. There's a triangle and a rectangle. Now, if we work out the area of our rectangle first, so the total area is equal to the area of the rectangle and the area of the triangle. So we work them out separately and then add them together. Now the area of the rectangle, we know this is 4 centimeters because these two little lines mean that they are the same. So we know the area of the rectangle is 8 centimeters by 4 centimeters, which is therefore going to give me 32 centimeters squared. Now, in order to work out the area of the triangle, I need to find out what the base and the height is. Now, in order to do that, I know that this length here is 4 centimeters and the total length on the opposite is 8 centimeters. So therefore, I can say that this length must be 4 centimeters. If the top of our rectangle is 4 centimeters, that means this must be 4 centimeters, which means that I must be left with 3 centimeters here because the total length is 7. So therefore my triangle, okay, remember the area of a triangle is half the base times by the height, must equal half of 3 times by 4. 3 times 4 is 12, half of 12 is 6. So therefore my total area is going to be 32 centimeters squared plus 6 centimeters squared, which is going to give me 38 centimeters squared. Now, another way that you can calculate the area of a composite shape is by calculating the area of a larger shape and then taking away the shape of an empty space. So, as an example, here we can work out the area of the large rectangle and we can take away the area of the small rectangle. So our total area is equal to the area of the large rectangle take away the area of the small rectangle. So in this particular case, the area of a large rectangle is 6 times 12. And we're going to take away the area of the small rectangle, which is 4 times 2, because remember the area of a rectangle is length times width. 6 times 12 is 72. Take away 4 times 2, which is 8. 72 take away 8 gives me an answer of 64 meters squared. Okay, I'd now like you to have a go at some practice questions. Please feel free to pause the video here, and when you think you've found the answers to the following questions, continue the video and we'll check and see how you went. Okay, in our first question, we're going to break this up into two sections. So we have one rectangle here, which is 9 by 4, and another rectangle here, which is 2 by 4, and we add the total together. So the area is equal to 9 times 4 plus 2 times 4, which will give us 36 plus 8, which will give us a total of 44 meters squared. In our next question, we have one large rectangle take away a smaller rectangle, a smaller triangle. So the area is going to be equal to 9 times 16 take away half of our base, which is actually 9. Remember, that's 9 centimeters. And our height is 4 centimeters. So 9 times 16, 134. Sorry, that's incorrect. 144. Take away half of 9 times 4. Now 9 times 4 is 36, so half of that is 18. That's going to be 126 centimeters squared.